everyone, it's Brett with It's Picking Time. This is Guitar for Determination. We are determined to push forward, and we are going to do so with this little riff. I'm going to get into the quad view. Watch the bottom right screen. We're going to take the second finger. This is actually just like making, well, we're going to take the second finger on the second fret D, and we're going to pick it and slide. And then we're going to drop down this first finger onto the second fret G. So that's going to be the next note. So we get this note, slide to this note, and then that note. Okay? If you want to know the notes, that's an E to an F to an A. Kind of walked it up, or you can probably come up with something that you like better. And then we go A, C, D, A, all majors. Is this A to E. Then we go to E7. Back to E. That's an E7 right there. Determined to push through. This to me, when I started playing this, I just felt like it was kind of breaking through a stagnant place in my life. Ooh. And you can, then I encourage you to play around with this. So if you want to hammer on, you can actually use this index finger as a mini bar. So you can actually, okay, so you're actually, if you look at the bottom left, I guess, I'm going hammering on from the second to the third fret on the D, and then I'm lifting up that second finger and playing the G string. So I'm always pushing down on those two strings. That's a good skill to have, because later we'll use that for mini bar chords down on the somewhere else on the guitar. We use it for things like for "Wish You Were Here." If you wanted to play that, that's a Pink Floyd song. There's probably a lot of blues songs that kind of go like there's a little slide there. It's an interval that is widely used. It actually looks like an E minor. I call it E minor shape, but we're going to use it like this. You could, and let me show you this other option. You could make an E minor shape move. This is E minor. move it down one. That's the 2 notes, and then use your pinky if you want to work your pinky finger muscles. And that works really well because then we can go right to the A. We leave our second finger down for the C, and then we got to pick it all up, guys, for the D. Yeah. So. Get that pinky finger really strong. Anyway, just messing around there. But there's a couple different ways to play this, okay? We don't have to do this. I did that at the beginning because I didn't want to make a mistake. I wanted to see the slide, what it sounded like to do the slide. I like the sound of that better than this. It's a hammer-on. I like it better, the slide better than the hammer-on. You decide. You can actually do two notes too. I mean, very quickly, I think, just from listening to those 3 different ways, the hammer on, the slide, and the double pitting note, you're gonna have an opinion, right, on what you like, and that's gonna form how you play guitar, and that's really important that we know the different options that we have so that we can choose the one that best suits our personality, right? And so that's part of what a teacher's job is to give you a very wide viewpoint, not just their viewpoint, but a very wide viewpoint. I don't like this at all. I don't like this. But because I don't like it, doesn't mean that I shouldn't show you what it is, right? And so that it comes to pass that as we have a teacher, whatever that teacher is, if they're teaching something and it doesn't make sense to you or you don't like it, ask them to show you another way, right? The teacher is there to help you, and I tell this to my students a lot because education is a very active process. It's not just sitting in a seat taking notes. It is asking questions and having a conversation around what's being said, because just because the teacher says it doesn't mean it's true, and it definitely doesn't mean that it's the best way. So if they're not able to give you another option than just their version, if all I gave you is this is how you got to play it, that's not a great idea, because that's just putting everybody into a big old box. I want you to be able to do whatever you want with this. If you want to do that too, right? So and I often put on the board, the big whiteboard that we have here at the studio, what else can you do with this? The question is, what else can I do with these 2 notes or these 3 notes? Hammer on. Anyway, getting off track here a little bit because I just want you to think about being active in your learning. Practicing doing things that are not just what I'm videotaping here, but something similar. What else could I do with it to make it better than what Brett did, okay? It's about being better than you were yesterday, not comparing yourself to me or anybody else, okay? So I will see you guys soon. Enjoy yourself, and I'll, like I just said, I'll see you soon.